Welcome back to the vault. I am the Sleepy Storykeeper, and I have been waiting for you. Before we pull tonight's tale from the shelf, I want you to take a moment just for yourself. The world outside is moving very fast, but here, in the quiet glow of the lanterns, time has a way of slowing down. Take a deep breath in, hold it for a moment, and let it out slowly. Your day is behind you now. Your responsibilities are at rest. You are safe. You are warm. And you are exactly where you are meant to be. Tonight, our journey takes us to a different time, a time of iron and steam, of velvet and mist. Let go of the edges of the world. Let your eyes grow heavy. Our story begins now. Tonight, the year is 1924. The station platform is behind us now, a memory of bustling crowds and cold stone. You can still feel the faint vibration of the steam engine through the floorboards, a steady, calming heartbeat that says the journey has truly begun. Take a moment to look around your private cabin. Notice the rich, heavy scent of polished mahogany and the faint, sweet trail of coal smoke from the engine up ahead. Reach out and feel the texture of the seat. It's a deep emerald velvet, cool to the touch but yielding as you settle in. Outside your window, the golden lights of the city are stretching and fading, replaced by the velvet black of the countryside. A soft rain is beginning to dance against the glass. Tiny silver streaks that blur the world you're leaving behind. There is something deeply comforting about this space. The cabin is small, but not confining, intimate, yours alone for this night journey. Above your head, a brass luggage rack holds a single leather suitcase, worn soft with travel. On the wall beside you, an Art Deco lamp casts warm, honeyed light across polished wood paneling. The light doesn't flicker, it simply glows, steady and golden, like something timeless. The rain is falling a little harder now. You can hear each drop tap against the window glass, creating a gentle percussion that blends with the rhythmic clatter of the wheels beneath you. Clack, 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 clack. The sound is hypnotic, ancient. It speaks of 1,000 journeys before this one, and 1,000 more to come. Let your shoulders drop away from your ears. Let your jaw relax, your tongue rest easy in your mouth. There is nowhere you need to be. Nothing you need to remember. Nothing you need to do. The train sways gently as it rounds a curve. You feel yourself sway with it, rocking like a child being carried to bed. The springs of the seat cushion beneath you press and release with each movement of the train. It's as if the entire carriage is breathing. Outside, The countryside stretches into darkness. Occasionally, a distant farmhouse passes by, just a warm square of light in the blackness, there and gone in an instant. You wonder briefly about the people inside. Perhaps sitting by a fire, perhaps already asleep. But the thought drifts away like smoke. Your hand rests on the windowsill. The wood is cool and smooth, polished by countless hands before yours. You trace a finger along the grain, feeling the subtle rise and fall of it. There is something deeply satisfying about this simple texture. The rain continues its soft song against the glass. The wheels continue their endless rhythm. And you are exactly where you belong. After a time, you feel a gentle curiosity stirring. Just beyond the door of your cabin lies the rest of the train. Other worlds, other atmospheres. You rise slowly, feeling the pleasant weight of your limbs. As the train rocks gently beneath you, you push open the heavy oak door to the dining car. The air changes immediately. It smells of toasted bread and chamomile tea, of beeswax candles and aged wood. The dining car stretches before you, longer than you expected, with tables arranged in perfect symmetry down both sides. Each table is dressed in heavy white linen that glows softly in the lamplight. The car is nearly empty at this late hour. Just one or two other passengers, seated far away, lost in their own quiet thoughts. Their faces are obscured by shadow. They are simply presences, fellow travellers, sharing this liminal space between waking and sleep. You take a seat at a table beside the window. The chair is upholstered in burgundy leather, worn soft and supple. As you settle into it, you feel it conform to you, welcoming you. The rain outside is steadier now, streaming in silver ribbons down the glass. Beyond it, you can see nothing but darkness and your own faint reflection, a ghostly companion riding alongside you through the night. The steward appears, moving with the quiet grace of someone who has learned to walk on a moving train. He wears a crisp white jacket and a kind, weathered face. Without a word, he places a porcelain cup before you. The cup is delicate, cream-coloured, with a hairline crack that only adds to its character. Steam rises from the cup. Chamomile tea, you realise, as the scent reaches you. Floral, gentle, comforting. You watch the steam curl upward in slow, lazy spirals. Illuminated by the lamp's amber light, it dances and dissipates, each tendril finding its own path through the air before vanishing into nothing. Everything is slow here. Everything is intentional. You lift the cup, feeling its warmth seep into your palms. The porcelain is smooth against your lips as you take a sip. The tea is perfectly warm, not hot. It tastes of summer meadows and quiet evenings, of something your grandmother might have made, or someone else's grandmother, in a kitchen that no longer exists except in memory. As you drink, you become aware of the other sounds in the dining car. The soft clink of silverware from somewhere distant, creak of wood as the carriage sways, the ever-present rhythm of the rails beneath you, that steady clack, 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 clack that has become like your own heartbeat. Outside, the landscape has changed. You're climbing now, very gradually. The flat farmland has given way to rolling hills, darker shapes against a dark sky. Sometimes a stone wall appears beside the tracks, ancient and moss-covered, keeping watch over this passage through the night. You take another sip of tea, then another. There is no hurry. Time has a different quality here on the Midnight Express. Minutes stretch and soften. The boundary between one moment and the next becomes unclear. The steward returns, moving like a shadow, and refills your cup without a word. You nod your thanks, and he nods in return, a small ritual of acknowledgement between two people sharing the deep night. You rest your head against the window, feeling the cool glass against your temple. The vibration of the train travels through it, a gentle massage that seems to ease away any remaining tension in your face, your neck, your shoulders. Your eyelids are growing heavy. The teacup sits cradled in your hands, half empty now, cooling slowly. The rain continues its percussion, the wheels continue their song, and you're floating in this warm golden space, suspended between destinations, belonging fully to this moment and nowhere else. Eventually, with a pleasant heaviness in your limbs, you rise from the table and make your way back toward your cabin. The train sways beneath you, and you sway with it, one hand trailing along the polished brass rail that runs the length of the corridor. Back in your cabin, you sink once more into the emerald velvet seat. The familiar scent of mahogany surrounds you. Outside, the rain has softened to a fine mist, and through it you can see that the landscape has changed again. The mountains, dark silhouettes rising against a slightly less dark sky. The train is climbing more noticeably now, the engine working harder, its rhythm deepening. You can feel the incline in your body in the way gravity seems to pull you gently backward into your seat. Up ahead, the steam engine lets out a long, low whistle. It's a lonely sound, beautiful in its solitude. It echoes off the mountainsides and comes back to you transformed, like a call across a vast distance, like a lullaby sung in a language you once knew but have forgotten. The train continues to climb. The wheels find a new rhythm on the incline. Slower, deeper, more deliberate. Clack, 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 like a footstep, like a grandfather clock counting down the hours of the night. And then, quite suddenly, the moonlight vanishes. You have entered the tunnel. The darkness is complete, absolute, for just a moment. Then your eyes adjust and you realize there is still the warm glow of the cabin lamp, still the faint luminescence of your own reflection in the window. But outside is pure night. Sound of the train changes immediately. The clack-clack of the rails becomes deeper, more resonant, echoing off the stone walls that you cannot see but can sense pressing close on either side. It is a hollow, protective sound, like being tucked inside the heart of the mountain itself. Every sound is amplified here. The hiss of the steam engine reverberates through the tunnel, filling the space with a breathing, living presence. The wheels on the rails create a symphony of echoes, each clack bouncing off stone walls and returning to you layered, multiplied, transformed. And yet, despite the amplification, despite the echoes, it feels quiet, enclosed, safe. You are cocooned in warmth. The air in your cabin is perfectly still, perfectly temperate. The lamp continues its gentle glow, and all around you the mountain holds you in its ancient embrace, hundreds of feet of stone between you and the cold night air, between you and the world you left behind. The train continues forward through the darkness, steady and sure. The engineers have made this journey countless times. They know every curve of the track, every gradient, every foot of tunnel. You are in capable hands. You close your eyes, and somehow, in the darkness of the tunnel, with your eyes closed, everything becomes even more vivid. You can feel the vibration of the rails travelling up through the floor, through the seat, through your entire body. You can hear the symphony of echoes painting a picture of the space around you, vast, hollow, sheltering. Time becomes meaningless in the tunnel. You might have been travelling through it for minutes, or hours, or years. The darkness is timeless. The echoes are eternal. And then, gradually, you become aware of a change. The echoes are growing fainter, more distant. The sound is opening up again, spreading out into space. A faint glow appears ahead, growing brighter, and then suddenly you emerge from the tunnel into the night once more. The moonlight returns softer now, filtered through clouds and mist. The mountains stretch away on either side, their peaks lost in low-hanging fog. The rain has stopped entirely. The air looks thick and silver, as if the train is gliding through a cloud. But the memory of the tunnel stays with you, that sense of being held, protected, carried through the heart of something ancient and strong. You settle deeper into your seat, wrapping that feeling around yourself like a blanket. The train begins to level out, its rhythm returning to that familiar hypnotic pattern. Clack, 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 clack. The sound of home, the sound of safety, the sound of a journey that continues through the deepest part of the night. You're not sure when you first notice it, but the train is slowing. Not abruptly, not with any sense of alarm, just gradually, like a breath being released. The rhythm of the wheels becomes slower, deeper, more deliberate. Black, 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 black. Through your window, the mist is thick now, swirling in slow eddies around the train. You can barely see more than a few feet beyond the glass. The world has narrowed to just this: the warm cabin, the gentle light, the slowing train, and the silver mist. The brakes engage with a soft sigh. The train rocks gently on its springs as it comes to rest, and then stillness. Complete, perfect stillness. You have arrived at a small, nameless station. Peering through the mist, you can just make out the platform. Old stones worn smooth by decades of weather and waiting. A single lantern hangs from a wrought iron post, its glass globe glowing soft and golden through the fog. The light doesn't illuminate much, just a small circle of platform and the swirling mist beyond. There is no station house that you can see, no ticket office, no benches, just the platform, the lantern, and the silence. It is perfectly silent here. No voices, no footsteps, no distant sounds of civilization. Even the rain has completely stopped. The engine of the train is quiet now, resting after its long climb through the mountains. You can't hear the hiss of steam or the ticking of cooling metal. Just silence. A silence so complete it has texture, weight, presence. You watch the platform, waiting to see if anyone will board or disembark. But no one comes, no doors open, no figures emerge from the mist. The station lantern continues its gentle glow, a beacon for no one, a light burning in the wilderness for its own sake. And you realise this stop isn't about arriving or departing. It's about pausing. It's about existing in this liminal space between movement and stillness, between journey and destination, between waking and sleep. You realise that you don't need to go anywhere else. You are already home. Home isn't a place you're travelling toward. It's not waiting for you at the end of the line. Home is this moment, this warm cabin, this soft light, this perfect silence. Home is the feeling of being held by the night, cradled by the train, embraced by the stillness. You let your eyes drift closed. Your breathing has become deep and slow, matching some ancient rhythm that predates trains and tunnels and stations in the mist. Your body is completely relaxed, melting into the velvet seat, supported and safe. After a time, it could be seconds or hours, you feel a gentle lurch. The train is moving again. The platform begins to slide away, the lantern's light growing dimmer and disappearing entirely into the mist. But you barely notice. You're drifting now, floating on that steady, rocking rhythm that has returned to carry you forward. The wheels find their song again. Clack, 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 clack. But it's distant now, like a lullaby being sung in another room. The Midnight Express moves on through the night, through the mist, through the mountains, carrying you deeper into rest, deeper into peace, deeper into the soft darkness where dreams are born. Your breathing is slow and even. Your body is weightless. train rocks you gently, gently, like a ship on a calm sea, like a cradle in the arms of someone who loves you. Outside, the world is silver and shadow. Inside, you are warm and safe and perfectly, completely at peace. The journey continues. The night deepens, and you are already dreaming. Close your eyes now. Let the Midnight Express carry you home. Let the rhythm of the rails sing you to sleep. Let go.